tuning into another episode of the TJJ Show, and as long as you're in my presence, you will be guided and protected at all times. Now, brothers and sisters, I'm going to discuss a couple topics, different little things in this video, because I just got some stuff off my chest that I got to say, but as you guys know, and it's quite obvious, the world has changed a lot, and I mentioned this in one of my recent videos, but times have really changed. The world has really changed. People have really changed. I remember, like it was yesterday, what life was like before this social media era and all these extra activities coming into place to take people further and further away from themselves. It's crazy, man. Everybody lost their personality, you know what I'm saying? I remember being friends with the funniest dudes. The funniest dudes that I used to be friends with in my life. Even when I was 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, real funny guys, man. And they're not even a fraction of who they used to be before everything came into place. They fell into drugs, they fell into traps, they fell into social media, they fell into the matrix. They fell straight into the matrix, and I doubt they're ever coming out. And it's just sad what the world has come to, because a lot of people has lost themselves over this new era that we're in. Everybody does things, no matter who you are, everybody does something that involves the matrix. But it's about realizing what it is and not letting yourself and lose. It's about not letting you lose yourself. Don't let yourself lose yourself, if you know what I'm saying. I use my phone every single day for purposes, for business purposes. I don't use my phone to look at what everybody is doing in their life that I went to high school with. That's not what I use my phone for. That's none of my business. It's none of my business with what somebody is doing with their life. It's none of my business if someone is doing good or bad. That is none of my business. But this is what a lot of people have cell phones for and use them for. And the world has really changed. And everybody's personality went to shit. They don't have a personality anymore. And everybody's fake happy. And this is what it is. And it's just sad. Because there's no convincing these people of nothing either. And even, I'm going to move on to another thing that's just crossing over for what I'm talking about right now. And I just want to talk about the music industry a little bit, because as you guys may or may not know, we have another 21-year-old music artist, Juice WRLD, that just passed away from taking seizures. Now, what caused this? I'm not exactly sure, because I just heard about this the last couple hours of being awake. And I didn't even look into it yet, but I just heard that he's 21 years of age and he died from taking ongoing seizures. Now, what caused this? We don't know, man. We don't know. But I'm just going to start talking a little bit right now about the music industry. The world has changed, and so did the music industry. A lot. There's some demonic stuff going on in the world right now that needs to come to an end. And it's up to all of us woke YouTubers to spread this positivity and keep all this coming. Because the world is falling into the trap of negativity, and the world is getting hypnotized by all these negative music artists that's rapping about suicide, deaths, all this stuff. Club thotties, all this negative energy, right? Sex, money, drugs, all this stuff. Everything that's worshiping the devil. It hit a huge change just in the last 2 years. Just in the last 2 years, the music industry has changed a lot. There's been some of this going on for quite some time now, and like even since the Biggie and Tupac days, some of this was going on, but it's just big right now. And there's so many new music artists that's coming out, putting their songs out, and people, good people in the world are getting hypnotized by these songs. Now, I don't know if you guys know the woke rapper XXX Tentacion, if that's how you pronounce his name properly. Tension. I've heard people say his name multiple different times, and I heard people even in interviews talking about him saying his name in different ways. So I'm not even sure how to pronounce his name properly, but you guys, he's very known. He passed away. He got murdered. He got shot. And I was actually a fan of this guy and still am to this day. And this is nothing against him at all. But if you listen to some of his songs, like one of his biggest hits, the song that's called Sad. It's just called Sad, S-A-D. If you listen to lyrics in that, and I've heard other people talking about this too, and I believe it. This was cries for help. This guy was crying for help in one of his songs. And maybe even some other ones, but this one really stands out, to me especially. And a lot of people are getting hypnotized by this music and are falling into these feelings. And this is what's happening. The music industry is run by the devil. And a lot of people are falling into this negativity and are getting hypnotized by this. And it needs to stop. Because if you listen to the music that was going on in like 2007 and 8 and 9, in those days, it was way more positive. It was way more positivity. And now people are publishing songs just to get that big paycheck. People are publishing this negative stuff to get those big dollars, and it's affecting everybody's life in the world in a negative way. And it needs to stop. And more people need to start talking about this, because the world we're living in today is running off of negative energy. If you're a positive person today, you don't fit in. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Everybody fell into this. And people need to get out before it's too late. Because this is exactly where the devil wants everybody to go. And he is choosing people to become a music artist, to worship him, and to do his favors. To get more people in the world brainwashed. And do you know how many views that this guy, XXX Tension, got? Millions and millions and millions and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions. Close to 1 billion views on one of his songs. That's 1/7 of the entire universe. And think about how many people on this planet don't even have internet or a laptop or Wi-Fi or any of these things. That's so many people that are watching this stuff that have internet. Almost everybody. And this is what the devil wants. This is the devil doing what the devil does. And everybody is falling into this, and they're feeding off this negative energy, and it's making them feel this type of way. It's brainwashing them. You guys understand what I'm saying here? This world is taking a massive shift in negative energy. This video needs to be shared. People need to hear this. If people want to listen to music, people gotta start listening to music. There is some good stuff that's just coming out. There's still good stuff. There's always good music in every single year. But there's way more negative, toxic music coming out today than there ever was, ever. And everybody's starting to get on this bandwagon. People need to start listening to the music again. Back in the early 2000s up to about 2010, 11, 12, 13. When you start getting past 13, it starts getting a little bit horrid. People need to get out of that wave. People need to get out of it. From a source that I've heard, I heard XXX Tension. However you pronounce his name, I heard that he was a sacrifice for the devil. I've heard this from a source. Is it true? I don't know exactly. You can never say anything for sure because there's question marks on every single thing that's going on in this world and in this matrix. There's question marks on everything, man. But it makes sense. And it's crazy to think that, man. Anyways, I just got quite a bit on my shoulders. I hope some of you guys understand what I'm talking about and can relate to this. And are feeling what I'm feeling. This world is taking a shift right now in a negative way. 2020 is the year where more people need to become woke again. Because there was way more people that were woke in the early 2000s. Life was really, really good then. Like, really good. But there's a lot of negativity, more than ever in this day and age that we're living in today. And I think it can and will get better. I think it will. I really do. I don't think people are going to want to continue to keep living like this. There obviously some people will always will do it. Some people always will. But I think a lot of people's going to snap out of it eventually. I think so. And if we can keep doing our job, us woke people, because I ain't falling into no traps. Nobody can take me away from myself. It's impossible. The closest I ever got taken away from myself when I was stuck in high school. I can't just drop out of high school. For one, I didn't even know what I was doing then. I knew I had to finish. The moment I got out of high school is where my life started. Where my real education started. When I got out of high school. Because when I was in high school, I didn't take it serious whatsoever. I still passed, but I did not take it serious at all. I couldn't. Something always felt off with me in school. Always. And I couldn't focus on my purpose, so what did I do? If you're not focusing on your purpose, you're going to be messing up in your life. I was smoking too much weed then, and I was drinking on the weekends and doing stuff like that. In high school, when I was like 16, 17, and 18. And as soon as I didn't have to do this stuff anymore, I immediately got focused again in my life. As soon as I got out of high school and got away from all the people in high school. Being in school, period, is going to screw you up. Badly, because you're surrounded by people that's stuck in the matrix. If you're surrounded by a bunch of people that's stuck in the matrix, you are screwed. And I don't care how woke you are. You're going to fall into that trap. It happened to me. And I'm a very woke person. I'm very intelligent. And I don't fall for nothing easy, but when you're surrounded in it every single day of your life for 6 hours a day, where most of your energy's going, there's no getting out of it. You're in it. You are in it. You are your environment. So make your environment good. Keep high positive energy no matter what. When I was in high school, I was still playing sports and stuff like this. I wasn't wiped off the map or nothing like that. I was just doing little things here and there, like smoking a little bit too much weed and drinking on the weekends. Doing what normal people do in high school. I was never gone. I was never a scrub or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, it will screw you up if you're around these types of people. It will screw you up. And if you can get yourself out of that, you will be good. Because I know what's what now. I know what's what. And I'm continuing to learn and continuing to grow as a person. And I couldn't be happier because of that. And that's what we're here for on this channel. I want to give you guys my good energy and my outlooks on life and my information. Because I'm a 24/7 work in progress guy. I'm doing things that benefit my life 24/7. Because this is what feels good to me. I'm going to end this video now. On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And hit that thumbs up button, guys. And share this video if you think this could help somebody out in the world. I hope a video like this could go viral. I hope it could. But if it doesn't, it is what it is. I'm going to end this video now. Until next time, guys, I'm out.